Hey folks, Tanette here. Just wanted to talk about followers today. I keep getting a little bit of pushback from usually older people, and I don't mean old, but maybe middle-aged type people that want to try and say that MMT, if this is real, then why hasn't all governments done this and taken advantage of this, and as if this is some well-kept secret that only Tanette knows about in her few little circle of friends. And I've said this a lot of times in my posts, but people just don't seem to understand that this is not new. This is not anything that needs to be implemented. MMT is the way it works today. It's the way that it's worked for almost 50 years since we've been off the gold standard. And it's just that our political parties continue to do business as if we are still on the gold standard with that kind of thinking. They say, well, why would they do that? And there are a lot of reasons why. One of the reasons is that politicians play to their base. And so politicians are not going to say, S-A-Y, anything that they think their base, the public, is not going to like, understand, or relate to. So the false narrative that the government is broke and that, Social Security is going to have to go away, it's unsustainable, and that, health care for all is a great idea, but who's going to pay for it, and all this nonsense is all talking to the base. It's talking to people and relating to them at their level with their finances. People's finances are 100% different than a federal government currency issuer's finance. Okay? I cannot understand why people cannot get this. If I had a printing press in my garage, or I was a computer wizard hacker and I could every single day put into my bank account any denomination of money that I ever wanted, would I ever need to collect revenue? Just think about that. If I have the ability to type in any amount of money I want on any given day, today I'm buying a house, so I'm going to type in a higher amount. Tomorrow I'm just going out shopping, so I type in a lower amount. Whatever I need, I just type in that amount. Would I ever need revenue? Would I ever need a job to collect dollars to pay for things? No, of course not. Just like taxes are not a revenue source for the government. Okay? Taxes do not pay for things. The federal government does not need your tax dollars to purchase things, to buy things, to fund things. Okay? It doesn't. Taxes pull money out of the economy because taxes are the destruction of the dollar. Okay? It allows the government to put more money back into society to keep playing the game. Alright? It's like Monopoly. Every time you pass go, you collect $200. Well, the government has to spend every year. They need to spend because our money is leaving our economy in different various ways. Okay? And I know that it's hard for people to grasp this because it is a macro level. But it's true. So when the government says that they can't afford to cover health care costs, it's a bold-faced lie. Okay? It's just a lie. If you need to think or have any kind of idea or any kind of proof that that isn't a lie, then ask yourself how it is that the government never, ever has a problem funding war. And why, when Donald Trump asked for an increase of the military budget, not only did they give him that, but they gave him an additional $54 billion. Okay? A balanced budget, all that means is that they're going to tax away as much as they spend. That's all that means. So that means new money comes into the economy. But once you start learning a little bit about where the money goes in our economy, you'll understand that it needs to be replenished to be healthy. We'll talk about that a little later, but just know that the elite like being elite. They like keeping the wages low. They like people fighting over jobs. That means they don't have to treat them as well. That means they don't have to pay them as much. Okay? It's really not that difficult. The people that have a lot, and I'm not talking people, they like to consider themselves part of the elite. Let me tell you, if you're not a billionaire, you're not part of the elite. Okay? You're not part of the elite. The elite class, they own everything. Okay? They are buying our government. They're paying off our politicians to vote against our best interests. They'll use words like, freedom and, fighting for the life of a child. They'll pull all sorts of, propaganda BS. But at the end of the day, they are just working for the corporations. All right? Take some time, think about it, let me know. Have a great day.